no matter.
The issue is vertical. To fixing here the vertical streaming and after playing. Yes, bro. Now we need to set up here the armor. First of all, we need to use this Berserkers armors use here. Now, and with combo juice build, need to set up here. And also need to use this here the high damage image buff. We need to set up here the Vanaheim and Muspelheim 3 sets need to use, as well as we need to use this here the build in mortal skills. We need to use this here the various need to using here. You need to increase here the realm. This is the realm shifts we need to use here the relic. This one, and then Spartan Rage vulgar use was to get here the block attacks enemy with to get here the gift stands for the more damage buffs need to getting here. Also shields we need to use this here the increase here the Runic. We need to use this here star shield, and destroyer need to check here letter set all. Now need to increase here the strength of these builds. So need to using here the this one is max strength here, and we need to change here the Hilt touch Runic light unique use. And now blade setups, we need to set here the Runic increase here for the damage. Also cooldown also need here, because we need to using here the amulet Runic. Then change here and also set here the Runic as well as cooldown use. Maybe change here stone cutter. No. Increase here the cooldown. Okay. And change here Runic, so need to use this here the quick for the ram of Agnes. And then after the armors appearance present scale not matters, but you need to use this here the Berserker couriers. You need to use this here, so also need to zones guntals and war belts of choose and amulets. You need to fix here. First of all, you need to check here the increased and cooldowns. Yes, need here. If you set here the strength, you need to check here the 20 minus here the cooldowns. Need to cooldowns need here the 310 needs check here the strength replace with yes down. No, we need to not possible to change yes because we need to unuse this buff. Now this one is setups. Also need to increasing here the vulgars and to replace with here the vulgars is good. For this build here, I need to changing here the Vulgar's use. Vulgar strength, give this here. Like here, if you using here the low armor, then not use this buff because you need to tweak the healing the health parts. If you using here the low health build, then not use this one. This not good for because you need to your health is the above 50, you need to go fastly. Now skills need to set up like this here the halls. Main skills you need to using this here. This one and need to also need not need this one. Strong Runic. Slash needs this one skills need most importance and this one is above this one. This is the importance for this build and to today making here the X build here. Then Freya also configures here some Freya parts. Change here the armors appearance. This is the use this here the boosting here the damage. Need to use this here the synchron amplifiers and punishments and necrot essence. Then after Runic summers you need to use this here the poisons and salt barriers need to using here. Like you need to set up here and also need to play here the difficulty. You need to setting here the God of War Ragnarok inside the change here the game God of Wars always need to play here. Some people are doubting here and we need to playing here the NG5 need to show here the resource unique resource here the importance of the if you playing here the NG plus we need to don't forget need to build support comforts always taking here is give this here the permanent increase every start of the 5 every NG plus need to taking here then after and also one time completed need to give this here the 120 you need to get this here this buffs you need to defense cooldowns and like totals you need to go this here the 1 NG completes 120 need to get CS like using years and now need to test these builds how the performs against here the Gná and to test years.
Kratos, the flower.
And now need to going here for the Gná boss fights need to set here then after need to take here the 11 berserkers 12 berserkers fights and after last ones need to fight with here the berserker kings and I need to give this here the suggestions if you playing here the new game then always complete here the 100% in the beginners at the lowest difficulty inside the select here because need to if you select here the hearts and then maybe problem and boss fights take times this is the always if you complete 100 then to take here the 25 to 30 hours for this complete game hours now need to play always fire this here the arrow take this here the boost and wait here the attack blocking times and set up your this now to try here block with the words and like here this is the buff every Runic farm like here so we need to restart this point need to forget some parts of this talking now again try here arrow attack like here wait for attack
On your guard, Kratos! Die!
no, we need to no damage need to strategy use this here that's why I need to restarting
Let's settle this.
first of all need to how to follow these steps here first of all need to go here to Gná fire with arrow and you need to charge this here the bold trigon triangle to charge this X like here then go here fire the arrow.
I'll see
Attack.
for what you've done.
R1 has got slice. Block this attack. Use this here the 3 Runic spam. Like here. And swap this here the angles. Oh, sorry. Sometimes need to like this here the happens for this build. If you take here the
I'll see
follow this
what
here
you've done.
this against
Kneel.
3 Runic spam. Swap now. Wait for him to attack.
Careful, brother. You're covered in bifrost.
Maybe she's sometime annoying. Take time, maybe.
Good. I'll see you pay for what you've done.
To concentrate the fight.
Careful, brother. You're covered in bifrost.
Rise! Rise! Elmstone! Die!
Use this here. Cut this damage. This attack like this damage is good. Block this attack and this is the power of this setup. Many mobs need to active at a times and need to use this here. But wait, sometimes need to some parts here is not proper timing. That's why need to need restart for build. This is possible like this here. Yes,
There.
bro. I reveal my
sorry it came to
face
that.
because some
I gave
people
her what
are
she
talking about the not playing inside the
Thank you.
God of War. Give me God of War difficulty,
then,
but you always
being
play
Queen of the
the
Valkyries.
God of War difficulty. That's why I need to play
There are no
live
Valkyries left.
and
The
showing.
shield maidens. Will you not lead them?
Sometimes
rebuild?
will take here the time.
It would be the first time in a while.
Maybe take here 2 hours for the complete recording, but outputs need to get here the 10 minutes, 8 minutes. Like because we need to focus on the showing here the good build. Now we need to one by once the 12 berserkers need to fight. We need to start with here the low difficult to high difficulty increase every berserkers. First of all, we need to go here the Black of 9. We need to go and first berserkers we need to fight here.
Never thought I'd want to go back to Midgard.
We've work to do. We could always explore Fyrtalun's outpost. Cover more about my beloved.
We have arrived.
And make sure you need to change this here the screen before you need to restart this here because you need to need this here the relic as well as the runic. You need to need here the full charge. But this is the lowest difficulty berserker that do not matter here the runic of the skill 2. Block this here like here. The damage for the activity many mobs at the run times. This is increasing your damage. If you not active some buff, then to
Do
take
me a
here
favor,
the
brother. You
times
see any
for the
more of
building.
these ghostly
for the
berserker
damaging
tossers?
here.
Give them the same. You'll be
And
doing the 9
most
realms up.
part of this here the getting here
Did
the
these-
damage is important the armor setup of these chase armors of the berserker warriors. If you active here the
Warriors
relic
wrong
and
you
then
at some
to
point,
active this
Amir?
buff here the
You're quite
pseudo
agitated,
warriors
even for you.
is good
No
for
need
the
to
damage.
rehash ancient history
Also
if it's all
need
the same to you.
to vulgar
Very
attack blocking attack you need to get here the give stand and more damage you need to get here. Now another berserkers need to go and need to lower difficulty use this here. Need guards inside. this beach inside. Need to get these berserkers. Set here, and we need to check here the relic is not the. We need to restart here the checkpoint, and we need to get back here the rail and shift the powers of tools. We need to increase here. Now we need to set with here this height here. Now run. Always connection to fire here one by one. Block this attack. Also block this one. And now wait. Block this here. Time with this here. This one will attack. Now deal here damage. Like here. This is I always use this here, the vulgar will here the getting here the gift camp and enemy attack block is most important and get here the more damage block.
Why wait until now to speak of them?
Before, there was nothing to be done.
Now, we need to
Finding
find
that
out here
helped
the another
change
berserkers. We need to, I think here the, this one after difficult, go here the Muspelheim. Now, need to time here go Muspelheim. Speed. Need to restart here for this build. Because we need to need here the realm shift is power is full, as well as also need here the runic summer power is full. So sometimes to make this is the priority.
Another Berserker gravestone.
And after
Careful, brother. You're covered in bygone.
also check here the difficult.
Done there.
But this is the build of NG5
What
plus.
they did.
Lyra. I've never heard of it.
It was a peaceful kingdom, full of artists, poets, but it fell to ruin long ago.
And these Berserkers were responsible.
Them and their accursed king Hrólf. What little blood I have still boils at the thought.
Your former home, I assume.
Let's just take this victory and move on, eh?
There is no need to shoulder this burden on your own.
Admittedly, you're shouldering the brunt of the work here. Let me worry about the emotional burden.
Do you hear that? Someone's crying.
Sinmara.
Ah, Surtur's love. Should we try to tell her what happened?
She knows.
If you need here the high damage, always use this here the Vanaheim buffs of 3 set use, as well as need to Muspelheim. Need to keep here the your immortal skills powers is the full. Then to use this here the Muspelheim 3 buffs need to use also, and also need to use this here the status affiliates need to increasing here the immortal skills buffs also need to using here. Now another berserkers need to go here, so need to go the river delta berserkers confirm here. And need to try here the restart the checkpoints.
We're heading
This
back
would-
to Vanaheim?
You are
We're not done there
restarting
yet.
and to get this
We've
here
been
the
tasked
returns
with
here
recovering
the
some sort of orb for
Runic
Lunda.
summers need to
Kratos
getting here
suspects
the
it
back
might be
as well as need
dangerous.
to relax
And
also
what
back here.
else? You asked us to explore.
Like here restart and we need to getting here the both powers.
We're
need
heading
to get
back to Vanaheim?
We're not done there yet. We've been tasked with recovering some sort of orb for Lunda. Kratos suspects it might be dangerous. And what else? You asked us to explore the river delta with you. Perhaps it's time we did so.
I'm with you.
These blizzards are sometimes the annoying. Need to get here the hit, sometimes not block timing.
I must say,
is
I
the
think we make a good
issue.
team.
And
With my
also need
braids,
to- some
Kratos'
enemy
brawn, and
is
my
the
lady's
most annoying parts of
wisdom,
this, this
magic,
Berserkers.
ability to tolerate you for long
Sometime-
periods of time.
First try
was going to
inside
say
the possible
brutality.
the hit.
That works.
Sometimes take here the more times, but sometimes difficult is.
It's unstable! Get back!
The hilt
Now,
grace battle
time.
that grave will provide.
Fight here, this was a curse. Try here, run to first hit, gets here. Like here. And
Doesn't belong to you! Gunbear on the left!
try here, block. Sometimes it gets here the hit. And you have here one curse also. Runic. And fail. And get like this damage. And block. This one is the first try. And making it.
This hilt,
This one is good.
what is its connection to these
Sometimes
spirits?
take time for
It's a
this
symbol of their
berserkers.
betrayal, their cruelty
Most annoying
personified.
boss for
The sooner
this
we're done with
berserker.
it, the better.
If I can
timing.
make peace with my blades,
I suppose you're
Is
right.
most
If
important
Skofnun
for
rids the land of
any
these
builds.
bastards,
If you
I can
playing
stomach its presence a
with
bit
here
longer.
the high damage, then to timing is most important. Difficulty is not matters here. Some people are why asking, give me God of War difficulty, story difficulty. It's not matter. If you time here the blocking attack as well as the active the buffs and gets
Freya,
here the good
you have
damage.
survived a giant's corpse to stop a certain fight we won't talk about. Could you call on that power again?
Maybe. Do you have a massive giant's corpse for me to revive?
No?
Well, there you go.
Now play here the first with we need to go here the Valheim and we need to use this here the budget swords Berserkers defending here. And also this side need to use this here
Alfheim?
the
What's
combo
there?
here
We have
the
leftover business to attend to.
using
you're
here
here. Be vigilant.
Berserker plus you need to choose combo for these builds and this is NG5 builds you need to using here and also playing here the game God of War difficulty. And make sure before fight here the go any
Freya,
boss
earlier you
or
mentioned
any
that Freya was
berserkers.
one of Alfheim's first visitors.
Then you need
Care to
to
elaborate?
restart the
I
checkpoint
wasn't in these
is the
lands at
most
the dawn of
important
realm
of any
travel.
builds.
Well,
If you
we believed for a
go,
long time that all the giants
then
had
not
died in the
activate
flood.
until
one of
buffs
them
of the
appeared in
relics as well as the runic
Brother,
summons
wait.
not active.
Do you notice
Because
that?
inactive state you need to
Gravestone.
needs here the
No doubt
always
the berserker
active state
awaits.
then after need to start this here the fights. Now relic is the active and we need to fight here. So we need no needs here the runic summons. Now
Yeah,
run
baby,
here
stall it.
like here use this summoner then back vulgar use and get this here the game and like it you need to get this more
Here's Kingdom. Lara, you want once lived there.
Before I shacked up with the Aesir, aye. Another of my
No.
spectacular failures.
In capturing these spirits, you seek redemption.
I just want to send these bloody monsters to hell where they belong. Wouldn't exactly call it redemption, but I know I'll feel better once it's over.
Need to find out where the another berserkers. Now, need to go here the brigades. Inside here the
Freya, do you mind picking up that story about your brother? I think you said a giant had appeared in Vanaheim.
That's right. Her name was Gerd, and she came offering to teach us
like,
the
share and
secrets of
subscribe
traveling between
for the
realms
increase
using
our family
Bifrost.
for the God of War family.
Freyr became
And we need
immediately
to try here the
infatuated
some
with
other
her.
games need to
He always
play here
yearned
Let's
with
pick
live
this
stream.
up later then.
And also need to put with the video. We need to maybe try here. First of all, need to one times need to NG3 completes inside the live stream with explanations. Need to try here. Now need to go here the and brigades berserkers. Now need to go here the watchtowers. Streaming starting in some issue. We need to set up here the horizontal as well as the vertical streaming, and also need to try to vertical streaming on Facebook and Instagram type. But make some issue, then we need
Freya,
to skip this year
when
and
Hildesvini
stream
went to
for
Helheim, how
the
did he
vertical
not
YouTube
freeze
as well
to
as the
A
Facebook
perk
and
of the Jofer.
Instagram.
Four
to
shifting
skip
warriors of
here
Vanaheim.
today.
As wise
Maybe
in
check here some
statecraft as they are
later
deadly on the
configurations and
battlefield.
fix, and
So
next
they may
time need
shift
to
into
go live
whatever form they
and
like.
to try make sure all
So long
stream
as the
are
only
working
two
good.
shapes they'd like to shift into are human and boar.
But now only today the using here the horizontal streaming need to with this years. To check your practice all download anything.
Behind you! Poison!
Weapons here.
Berserker.
hot
Hold that
sweaters
thought.
to
I
not
think
use
it's
here
about to
the
get
Nikon
violent.
headphones. We go ahead
Gather
and
the spear!
oh, this is the shoe to restart this fight. And also these berserkers are also difficult sometimes.
Gather the spear!
Timing issue. You get like this time to run. Oh, wait here the
Sigil arrows will work on this.
give them to take time to defend and we need to restart this fight here and we need to use it here the high damage is good. Go here. how to beat here. First of all, to run
gather
this
the
here.
Rise again!
Heavy room.
Oh, Seldiga! Give me more! Down the hall!
Look at this damage. You active 2 times damage. Then you get like
This king you spoke of,
He's not really a king. Just called himself one because he killed the previous king.
someone you knew.
Aldis,
now
A kind
next
man.
Berserkers
a
need to
trusting
go.
man.
He trusted this usurper.
Sealed
This
Berserkers
Hrólf.
need to
No.
use this here.
He trusted me. Man, fool that I am. I trusted Hrólf.
So now you seek revenge. A dangerous path.
You're one to talk.
I am an authority on the subject. You would do well to listen.
Now go here to Vanaheims and these questions.
The crater awaits.
Our intervention is required. Berserkers being harassed by a dragon. He can't escape the crater until we get rid of it.
He saved our lives. It's the least we can do.
Also what? Say their warriors still haunt the crater. We could put them to rest.
Sounds like a plan.
Check heals. To restart heals because we need to get that. Here the relic powers as well as the Runic summons. So this Berserkers needs heals. These both powers use.
What form of the
Once we have defeated these berserkers, what then?
We pay the king a visit and give him more of the same.
We have seen this before. Revenge will not bring you peace.
Is it revenge or justice's cell?
That is a question you must answer for yourself.
This one is the difficult. And also blocking some time issue. Now need to go airports. This but the first sometimes difficult need to take time here. But need to challenge this fight. It's good. Now pencil some enemy. Fight here. That's why I need to need this enemy.
The wee bastard's about to explode!
A vengeful berserker gravestone.
But Father, fierce. Sorrow for the troublesome. Nasty hit. You all right, brother?
Start here, so it's good. It's here substance. Now, try again. Check here.
But Father, fierce. Sorrow for the troublesome.
The king will lead us to
And like this flag.
Hunting these berserkers, I am reminded of our search for the Valkyries 2 winters ago.
I can see the similarities, aye.
There is one difference. With the Valkyries, you lack spite.
Brother,
And
I
to fight
appreciate the
against,
sentiment,
3
but you
versus
don't
1.
know the full tale.
I know how it feels to be wronged, and how it feels to achieve vengeance. I would hope to spare you the disappointment.
Aye.
Revisiting Alfheim.
There's still some things that need our attention.
Later.
Freya, getting back to your brother learning to realm travel. You said he fell in love with his teacher.
Yes, Gerd. Someone he could wander with as never before. So, wander they did, exploring the world tree from root to branch. But one day, it came time for Gerd to wander away. Freyr was heartbroken, and resolved himself to perform some great feat to win her back. He set his aim on the grandest of gestures. He intended to be the first to find the elusive source of Bifrost light.
Need to
Hold. What is
hide
that?
with this person
The
first.
hilt is drawn to the gravestone.
From under the cruel, back the cold and bitter that flame. Nasty hit! You all right?
Do need here to restart.
The hilt is
Let's
drawn
get
to the gravestone.
Sisters. Not good. Now, first of all, need to use this here, the heavy. Then after charge. Then after need to wait this here, the Berserker, and this is the right time Camera not moving the enemy.
This was the last, was it not?
Both need to
Only the
try
king
here,
remains.
Aye. And if you
to try here to start. So,
thought his berserkers were tough,
now start this way. Now again try.
was a cruel, dagger the claw, and spit up a rage.
This was the last, was it not?
One fight of
Only the
some
king remains.
difficult-
Aye, and if you thought his berserkers were tough, well, I've been thinking about what you said, brother. Maybe it's time to let this go. Slurping up a dead man's soul
Now,
with this old sword
I'm here
isn't going to change the
defending here
past.
the
Real
Berserker
good to hear
king
you say that,
in Hrólf.
but I plan to face him regardless.
What? After all your
I have
lecturing
some
on vengeance and spite?
Genius.
It is not wise to let a malevolent spirit
Make-
wander midnight. But I need to know he wanted this for
But
the right reasons.
Trying
Huh.
here to speak
Appreciate the sentiment, brother.
streaming, and sometimes need to use this your Gujarati. So I have lived in the Surat, Gujarat, and you need to prefer here the mostly Gujarati language.
Rhea, returning to the story of your brother, you said he made it his mission to find the
English
source
make
of
here
Bifrost's
the
light.
issue for the
He did
king.
indeed. And he
Also
succeeded,
issue in Hindi.
although
Need to use this
quite
here
by
the
accident.
Gujaris in, like,
Freyr
here the
believed he
language
navigated
talking
best
here.
while
Sometimes
fortified
it
by
take
a
like here,
potent
words
blend
not
of
finding
Vanir
here
herbs.
and,
When he
Better
wandered,
pause there.
how talk with talk. Now, depending here the kings need to go here the king
oh, Midgard.
We still have unfinished business there. We could always explore Fjotun's outpost. Cover more.
That is enough.
before we need to fight, we need to show here our difficulty, need to go here the settings, and this is the NG5 builds need to use here. And also need to show here the armor setup as well to weapons. Need to X inside need to set like this here the maximum strength use here. Also use this here the blade inside here the strength, runic and cooldowns. And also in the spheres inside we need to set up here the runic, volatility and cooldowns. Need to use this here the real lamps need to use this here for this field. And shields need to use this here the star shields, and also need to inside the using here the round predictions need to use this here defense runics and cooldowns. Need to make focus of the here to need this here the star collection inside need this here the runics as well as to strength, and need to focus also here the luck is the importance for this builds. If you increase here the strength as well as need to need this here the runics, because need to use this here the amulets, need to use here the 3 Vanaheims, and this is the status afflicted. Need to using this here enemy and to get this here the damage pops, as well as need to get this here the few here the immortal skills as well the promotions, and when storms need to pull powers, and then to get this here the melt buffs need to getting here the more damage, and get this here the head as well as need to this is the ability and faster charge of the here the immortal skills. Also need to use this as the vulgars and to get here the live streamings, and to get this here the strength of this part, and this is here the 3 runic attack, and to get this here the more damage of the mills and as well as damage into getting here using like this here. Also need to set here the armors, need to use this here the waist as need to use this here the shoes combo, as well as need to use this here the choose combo, and chase inside and use this here the berserkers, and to for this here the these builds are the high damage, and now need to trying with this with this berserkers. Also need to need
King
this here
Hrólf's
the
gravestone.
runic powers to show here's the runic, and yeah runic summers. and use this here the poisons. Clouds need to use this here the sounds, as well as need to use this here the swords like the bribers. And here accessories, syngram, amplifications, and sing punishment. And like here
Wait.
the high damage
Be
buffs
ready for combat.
using here. Now right here the back, this here the but try to not get here the block this attack and wait this here right and you get your vulgar get here the and buff damage. Also if you are here the next that get more damage buff.
Careful, brother. You're covered in Bifrost.
And now all buffs are reactive and get this here the less damage and advance block this. And make this shield not complete the first time, sometimes takes time, but need to if here that efficiency timings and active the timely pops. Now we try again for this fights to try here the gets scenario. Need to now try with here the Runic summer pop. And then need to roll yours. Back here. Sometimes use this here the boss. No. Do sometimes handles with one some difficult. Need to try again. And try with here the room.
You can't have
Three rooms on. Try here. One
Careful, brother. You're covered in Bifrost.
if you get here sometime to like this happens in get the hits and perfect. So maybe thinking here depends who's dead, but you need to get here the hit like this. If you want back then to get here sometimes bug here the bug not anything if and to get this here melt attacks, get this here some buffet, these builds are the most dangerous of the enemy.
Thank you, brother. Still not
And
sure if that was
like here
justice
the
or
possible
vengeance.
sequence for
The
this.
two are not always at odds.
And show here the builds, and this is the difficulty God of War Ragnarök like yours. And check here the one time show, and then after to terminate this here the and tomorrow to show here the next build, but let here the today we need to use this here the main focus of this builds, use this here the trying here the strength as well as the runic and luck, because we need to use this here the amulet here the Vanaheim 3 pups, as well as need to use this here the Muspelheim 3 buffs need to use here. So we need to try to focus our needed stats. Need to heal here and increasing these parts of this and strength here, like here. And also this buff is most important for the this builds because need to fast the immortal skills are the charging with the affidavits. If you enemy trying to hit and to move and to increasing your immortal skills for this buff. And this one is the also increasing your damage for the mills and range. To use this here the runic spams as well as the Relic attacks also need to activate this buff increasing here. So need to explain here the
You
other
intend
enemy.
to do with
Now
Skofnung now?
go here how
I
to activate
intend
this
to
buff.
use it.
No!
Go
Don't
here,
you
see
understand the
here.
legacy that thing carries? Not to mention the souls of evil berserkers.
I will use
Last
it for good.
That won't erase its history.
This ones.
No,
Explain
but
here
the
the
story
build
of
how
the
to
sword
work
is still
this
being written.
is
Future
important.
generations will
Now,
weigh its good deeds against
here,
the bad and
this
decide
enemy.
for themselves.
First of all, move like here Charles
Long way from when
and
I
like this
first
here,
met you.
and also Jax and
I have
think
had
and
great counsel since then.
you have to attack like here.
Nasty hit! Go right, brother!
Now this is now activate the strength. Sorry, take damage. Go here and go show here.
He drove a hole.
First of all, this one is using here this one. Strength runic cooldowns as well as need to unique volatility and cooldowns for this build. And we need to try to focus here the increase here the strength, runic and luck. And like here the vulgar is the most important of powers of the Spartan Rage. Other is the list if you playing here the DPS build. If you max DPS builds, you need to always use this here the vulgars to get this here the more buffs. The give strength is the most important if any weapons need to use. And realism is to get here the some here the time stopping events need to firing here the 7 to 6 time. If you hear the lowest NG plus, then to get here some less need to 4 to 6 seconds need to use this. If you NG is more, then to maximum need to get this here the 9. And after armors use this here the Berserkers couriers as well as need to use here the Zeus armors for combo. Need to use this here Berserker plus Zeus armor combo. Amulets need to use this here the Vanaheim 3 for need to apply David's damage need to get here also need to immortal skills is the full then to get here more damage. That's why to if you making here the higher damage build, always use this here the Vanaheim, Muspelheim combo. Otherwise, you need to use this here the if you making here the low health build, then to use this here the another buff. If your health is below 50, then to using here the this one is good. In Heims, these 3 buffs are the most important if your health is low. But here condition is the volatility builds. You need to increase here the luck, change here the luck to volatility, increase here the runic strength and volatility. Focus on these 3 stars. You need to increasing here for the building and get here the more damage. And make sure if you use here the low damage, then not use this buff here. The bull vulgars not use boom of vulgars not use because need to your health is the healing is the very fast of the using this here the vulgar powers. That's why to not use other buff use is good for these years. Now explain how to work here. Also need to skills which still need to use here. Now need to go. First one skills is need this here the frozen bridge like this, and also another need for the here glass rank. Also this one needs here for the increasing here the immortal. So need to explain how to use here.
All these
Now
undead
go back
bastards.
here, charge here, and need to go here. Aim.
You're on fire, Kratos!
Go again.
It will
Here.
pass!
Use this here runic spell, heavy runic, like this, and take this here.
Kratos, are you okay?
Need to try here. So need to again explain here. So need to explaining that's why to not focusing enemy but we need to try here against yes. How to execute this build. First of all, need to charge this one here, then to go to enemy and hit and set heavy runic attacks and wait this here the attack block this is like a vulgar to realm save immortal anything and like this damage getting. Yes, if you enemy boss need to follow this step. First of all, go near enemy, use this here, also the L1s, swing as well as need to place, also need to use here, and then after use this here the X heavy runic attacks. Need to increasing here the your immortals powers and skills are the fill and use this here. Now need to try here the same tricks of the other enemy. We need to
Strange. There are still
here,
signs
which
of the
one?
world serpent all over the lake.
maybe
But we saw
go
him
here.
disappear
Yes,
at
this one
Ragnarok.
tools are not hitting
The
because need
legend was
to
true all
needs
along.
here the
That blow from
NG
Thor
complete
sent
after
Jormungandr
making some
straight back
builds.
in time.
Happen to
A
all
younger
enemy not
Bjorn,
hit here,
fresh from
big
Jotunheim,
enemy need
would
to
grow
hit
into
this
the
here
serpent
from
we
the
know.
NG plus.
When we first met the
Because
snake, you
making here the
said
sub
that he found a trace
that's why
familiar.
I'm not hitting now.
Perhaps they
Testing
met
here
in
again.
Jotunheim.
Perhaps so, brother. We'll have to ask the lad for that story
Charge
when we
here.
next see him.
And use this tools. This one is the damage effect of the gears. Now need to terminate this here this live streams and need to meet here tomorrow and to against live stream and showing here the difference blade. Maybe use their blade or spears builds need to set up how to use and to showing how to main focus. Thank you, goodbye, bye everything and be happy and stay